Good morning. This is Carrie Brady in Paddington, coming to you from Possibilities Farm. And we're continuing today with our series of The Word from the Herd. Today's question comes from Sam, and she asked the horses if they have tips for helping a toddler navigate this new world. And the first thing that the horses said was that toddlers are better able to navigate this new world probably than we are, because they have a natural curiosity and wonder about them. And so the horses suggested that you ask your toddler questions and have them draw things and have them give you some advice in terms of what are fun things we can do together at home and things like that from your toddler. Also, the horses said that choices are very important. So while some choices are constrained right now, and your child may not be able to do all of the things that they want to do normally, like maybe go to the park or see a friend or a grandparent or whatever it may be that they're not allowed to go and do, that they're missing. Choice makes people feel that they still have some options, less likely to react strongly against the situation. So think about the choices that you can offer your toddler at home. What are the things that they could do, and maintain those choices. And then the third thing, and Paddington's demonstrating it right now, is about connection. So what the horses said was, if there are people that your toddler is missing, that they're not allowed to see, then encourage them to draw pictures. They can FaceTime if that's available to you, so they can connect via video. But if not, have them draw pictures, have them tell stories, because they can get on the phone and tell stories to each other, or they can make up a story that they tell you and then that you share with this person, because you could write down the story that your toddler is telling, so that they still feel connected, just in a different way. And they can do the same thing with places or activities that they're missing as well. So if they're missing going to the park, they can draw pictures of the park. They can write about the park. They can tell a story about the park. But it's a way to keep them connected and feeling like they're still connected to the people and the things that they love that they might not be able to be physically with right now. And then in those stories, Paddington is also saying, do not forget the first thing we said, which is ask them what they understand. Depending on what you've explained to your toddler and what's age appropriate, what do they understand about the situation? And maybe even what would they say to the virus? What would they say to people? You can help your toddler if they're, depending on their age and again what you've communicated. If they become part of the solution, that's going to feel very different than that they are just something is out of control for them. So they become part of the solution. So you talk to them about being a helper, you talk to them about being a hero, about what they are doing to help their herd. And Paddington now wants me to tell you a quick story. Paddington was a stallion for many years of his life until the rescue, where I adopted him from, gelded him. So he was a stallion probably until he was about 15. So he's used to having a very significant role with the herd, and he continues to have that significant role here. Paddington always wants to understand why he needs to do something if he doesn't want to do it. But if he knows that it will help his herd, he will do it. So for example, he does not love his dewormer. None of the horses do. The other three will take it in the traditional way, when you hold them with a halter and you give them their dewormer. Paddington says he will do it. When I explain to him it's not optional, he will do it, but he needs to be given the choice and the freedom. So he will actually lick the dewormer right off my hand. But if I tried to give it to him in the way that you normally give horses dewormer, then he doesn't like that. He doesn't like being pressured in that way, and he likes to have that choice, and that's what works for him. That's not what the other horses need at that time. But Paddington, if you give him the opportunity to step up and be a leader, and in your toddler's case, be part of the people that are helping, be a hero, be somebody who is on the team to help make the world a safer place, a healthier place, however you want to explain it, then they'll have some ideas. And then they're not just being affected by this virus, the virus isn't just acting on them and their world and limiting their activities. They have something to do about it. So let me know how all of this works out. Thank you very much for the question, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.